there she is, folks. The one, the only, MIURA Luna. Hello, there she is, folks. Give her a hand. Come on.
Hey. Woo.
Can you folks hear her? You can hear her, right?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Tell GEEP. Tell Luna. Tell us. Tell us now.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you.
Excellent,
One
excellent.
second.
Yes, it is half of Luna, but that's my couch. Half of the VTuber is in the comfy couch, and the other half pops on out.
Yeah,
So,
it's like a surprise. It's a birthday cake.
Exactly. It's. I hope it's not one of those cakes, Luna. It's just it's one of those like surprise boxes. There you go.
I do hope that my legs will emerge from here. I hope I'll be able to climb out of this.
Oh, no problem. You will. It's not.
I got my stomping boots on, so hopefully.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of bugs in there, so make sure they're handy. That's all. Don't worry about it.
Oh, is that what the tickling is? How cute.
You can feel
That's okay. I've been in a cabin for most of the year, so I'm used to insects.
Yeah, I'm living in the studio most of the year, so I'm used to the human kind of insects. It's all good. Let's see here. So I want to give a special thank you, shout out to ModBot2001 for following me. Thank you. And Yoink Boink 320. Okay, let's move right on, if you're good and ready, Luna, to some questions.
Absolutely. Let's get started. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so first of all, I know you like Le Cheap wine. And it's one of
Absolutely.
Yes, but I'm wondering, what's the best bottle of wine you've ever had? Just the bottle. I don't need a context. Just if you had like a really good bottle ever in your life.
Oh, yes. There's a bottle I had once, long
What
ago.
was it? Like the year?
I was so young. I was back when I was a young man.
Yes. Back when
Young
we were
and
all-
foolish. I had a bottle called it was called Once Upon a Vine. And honestly, if I'm being really honest, I choose most of my wine when I get to choose my wine. I choose it based mostly on the label. The prettier the label, the more likely I am to drink it, and that doesn't always work out in my favor. But it's as good a system as I can think of because I try to pretend to be a wine connoisseur, but I know red and I know white. That's what I know, and I know bubbly and not bubbly.
The classics. I only asked because my father was a wine connoisseur. He had bought, when he went to California, bought this great batch of like 1950s, 1960s case, and now they're all worth like $400 a bottle each. And he
I
bought
bet
like
they're all vinegar.
Luckily, they're not some of them, so I've had some real good ones. So that's awesome, though. And so I got lucky on that department, though. So you at least are picking it yourself, right? I got it secondhand, so.
You were forced to enjoy.
Yes, forced to enjoy. That's a good way to put it. Let's
By the
see.
way, I hope you've never had a need to use that fire extinguisher down there.
No, I haven't had a need to use it yet. I use it on, I need to protect my chat, and I need to protect the guests, I need to protect everybody. I use it mostly on the raccoon that used to give me troubles in the backyard, so.
Oh, I know all about that.
Oh, you do?
Well, nature is at times cruel and petty.
Yes, but they're always true to you. They're always true to themselves. So at the very least, they're not trying to trick you. They're just nature.
Well, it's predictable. It's predictable chaos. Like the trouble that a raccoon causes is very distinct from the trouble that, say, a possum would cause.
Exactly. And my raccoon was a piece of crap. Anyway, let's see. Toy B idea.
Rainby idea. Hey.
Says it's more for fun. I don't know what that's in reference to. I'm sorry if I missed that. And rest in peace, Raccoon VTuber. It wasn't a VTuber, Sumio. It was my arch enemy, Raccoonus. We had a face-off. It's on my previous videos. But today is Luna. We're not talking about the raccoon. It's about Luna today. And we'll move on to our next question, which is, what is some place like lesser known that someone must visit when going to India?
Oh, very good question. Lesser known. Lesser known. I'd say most people, when they go to India for the first time, they kind of stick to what's called the Golden Triangle, which is in the north, which is this literal, like, sort of geographic triangle of cities that goes from Delhi to Jaipur to Agra, because you want to there's like palaces in that triangle, and there's the Taj Mahal, and those are all very much worth seeing, for sure.
Sure.
But that's everybody's first stop. But I would say of the places I've been, that I think people would enjoy that they should that's less well known is go to the city of Madurai in the south, which is
Madurai in the south. Hey, let me type that into the
yeah,
chat. How do you spell
yeah,
that?
Madurai, Maduria, Madurai, AI, sorry,
Oh,
AI at
okay.
the end, and it's Madurai in the state of Tamil Nadu, which is Tamil space Nadu.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that again?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Tamil
Mm-hmm.
space Nadu.
There we go.
And the people tend to not go down there. It's just not as well known, but it is a beautiful city. And people are lovely down there too. And the architecture, particularly the architecture, is gorgeous. You see all these pictures of temples from the north sometimes, all these temples, and the Taj
Ah.
Mahal is this bright white color. But down in the south, the tradition is to paint everything bright colors.
Ooh.
So everything external is very detailed and painted. And in the city of Madurai is the Hindu temple of Meenakshi. But you don't have to remember that name. It's
Ah.
basically what if people go there, that's what they go there for. And I have never. I say go to see it because I've had the privilege because I'm a spacefaring alien that I've traveled to a lot of places,
Of
and
course.
I've seen a lot of things, and I've seen a lot of really beautiful, impressive things. But I have to say that that's the only place I've been. That temple in Madurai is the only building I've ever been inside where I actually cried. I burst into
Ooh.
tears. Like it was
From its
so.
beauty.
It's a from its beauty, from the energy inside of it. I mean, there were tons of tourists and everything there, but so it wasn't like I was alone and everything. So I actually had to find it's a huge building, so I found like a really secluded place behind a pillar or something, and I had a good cry. But it was a good cry. It was a good cry though, like because
Yeah.
it was just really amazing.
They're just some. You gotta
So
express it, right? You gotta be honest with
yeah,
your feelings. So.
yeah. So I felt like if I say if you not that everybody will be moved to that type of emotion, but
Sure.
I think that as a generally a unemotional person in that sense, everyone should, if you get a chance, you should go see it. Um,
You heard it,
you
folks.
know, it cost you about they charge what like the equivalent of maybe like I don't know $1, maybe even less than that for U.S. dollars to go inside,
Whoa,
and
really?
that just oh yeah because it's a religious place so it's in use so
Oh, right.
but they do want to help with the upkeep because it gets a lot of traffic.
Sure, of
Um,
course.
but it's a beautiful place and it's a beautiful temple and you could hang out there for hours and um, people are generally nice too. I spent a couple days down there and I say people are generally polite and kind and helpful. So all in all, a very nice city.
There you have it, folks. And now let me shout out to you. Okay, so Toying the Idea said your fire streams are more for fun than fires. Exactly, is more for fun than fires. Truthfully, truthfully.
Well,
I mean,
thanks.
I mean, have you ever tried filling up a fire extinguisher with a bunch of whipped cream? That's exciting. Uh,
Well, changes the whole mood of the show.
let's see here. Fireholder. Hey, Jeep. Hey, Luna. That's what Fireholder says.
Hey,
Hi. Hello,
hey,
Fireholder. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show.
welcome.
All right, let's get on to the next question. And again, folks, so you heard it straight from Luna. Emotional experience. You want to feel emotion? Go there.
Go there. Tell them Luna sent you.
Yeah.
I don't
Tell
know
them
if
Luna
I
sent
don't know if you'll get any bennies if you say that, but tell them that I did.
Well, they better. The Chia God. Hello, everyone. Hello,
Ooh,
Chia
the Chia
God.
God.
You're not growing out of anyone's plants,
Chia.
are you?
Exactly.
Okay. Here we go. This is one of my favorites. Let's see. Sumio says, "Ha! The raid appears. The raid? What raid? There's another one?
Like, is there a raid?
I don't think so. I haven't seen
Raiding?
one." Chia God says, "I'll grow on you eventually." Ah, as do all
Ah,
Chias. Oh, here we go. Oh, someone
Chi.
called Withered Samurai. Let's see. Konbanwa to you too. Konbanwa, Withered Samurai. Nice
You
to
can
have you
read
here.
that? Wow.
Yeah, I know some of the basic hiragana. Let's see
Ah,
here.
nice.
Thank you. Yes, I learned a little bit of it. The story behind that was my brother and I were considering of doing a movie that required us to be in Japan. We wanted to do
Oh,
movies
nice.
when we were young. Didn't work out, but
Nice.
we want to we want to work on, but we want to learn the language if we were going to do it. So that's where that started. It's
Awesome. That no, I highly respect anybody who takes the time to even learn simple second language because it's not easy to do.
yay! I have been respected. Okay. Let's see.
You can now retire. You could recede into the west.
Yes, into the west. Let's see here. Fireholder says a rate of 3 people. I have impressed. Turley Tuft
Ooh.
says I'm here. Welcome, Turley Tuft. Fig says hi, Turley.
Hey,
Fig, you're
Fig. Hey,
you're too
Billy.
kind, and your blanket smells, man. Throw it in the freaking washing machine. And that's it. Anyway, Sumio, I want to see Jeep in anime style. Don't we all? But aren't I kind of like an anime character? Okay, no, I'm not. Anyway, this is a question my guests usually like, which I like. What's the hardest and easiest thing you discovered after becoming a VTuber?
Oh, good question. The hardest and easiest. Um, Something that I thought would be hard that ended up being really easy, it was much easier than I thought, was I thought knowing I guess I considered myself a much more introverted and awkward person than I am,
Really?
and maybe the internet helps me with that, but I thought it was going to be challenging for me to connect with people. I thought I would
Oh,
have a hard time with strangers right off the bat, and also because I'm an alien. I know I don't look like an alien, but like you're always aware of who you are on the inside. So I
yeah.
thought I'd have a much harder time connecting with people, but actually that's been the easiest part and I guess that's part credit to the nice folks that come to my streams. They make it easy because they're so gosh darn nice and funny. So I
You do
that
have to
that's been
remember,
easy.
Luna, you have to credit yourself with that. You are attracting these nice people to you in its own right. So that's, you gotta pat yourself on the back for that one.
It's the gravitational pull of my buttons.
Uh, uh, Maybe for some people. For me, it was just simply that you had cookies. And I'm not talking about the buns cookies. I'm talking about the chocolate chip kind. The cookies on the plate that I can devour and digest. Okay?
Hey yo, welcome
Those
to
are
the
the,
show.
those are the cookies I'm talking about, folks. Do not look deeper into it.
That's
Okay?
the story, and I'm sticking to it.
Ah,
The hardest thing,
yeah.
is all the tech. Just all of the technical things I have to remember to do to start. Just like in all the, just like
Yes.
just load up OBS and start this and start that and make sure this is working and gotta adjust the audio levels and you gotta adjust the audio levels again. And then sometimes you get it all fixed up and then you hit start stream and it doesn't work anyway. So I think the
Yeah.
hardest part for me is because I don't think I'm not very tech savvy. Um, but I've learned a lot, obviously, since starting, so it's a lot easier
Sure.
now. But in the beginning, it was really hard. And luckily, I had Modbot, so everybody
Yeah.
get yourself a
Yeah.
Modbot. But
Everyone, get a mod bot. Get that mod bot. Pull him out and then lock him away in a treasure chest because he is a treasure.
yes, don't give him arms. Don't give him arms because that gives him too much power.
Yes, but let him know he's treasured. He needs to know
Yes,
he's
of
treasured.
course, absolutely.
Don't give him arms. That's too cruel, Luna. He can have one arm, right?
I mean, if I need him to accomplish something that requires arms, there are arm extensions that I can give him.
There you
Temporary
go.
arm extensions.
Awesome, awesome. See, Modbot, when you were asking for arms, Luna was thinking of you the whole time. You ungrateful bot. Yeesh. Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh. All right, let's read a few more chat real quick. The things on her head are weapons. Oh, really? Like they shoot laser beams? I didn't know that. Let's see. I
No,
could.
they're like ninja stars. I can pull them out and like fling them at people.
Ooh, that's even cooler. That means you have some physical attributes, like ability-wise. Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah,
Athletic.
it's
Awesome.
power up.
Power up. All right, and you could have given me a new blanket as a present, Jeep. Because this is Fig's birthday.
Oh yeah! Happy birthday,
Yes, happy
Fig!
birthday, Fig. Yes.
Happy birthday to Fig.
Yeah, the blanket's gonna be in the mail, buddy. I'm on a budget here. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Let's see here. Also, I noticed from the debut stream is where I did the most research on how to ask questions for you. I noticed you said you like sushi. Have you ever
Mm.
been to an omakase experience? You know what that is?
Omakase experience. Is that where you sit down and they just give you whatever they got?
Yes,
Or
yes. They put it fresh in front of you. Yes, one of those.
yes, yes. One time I did that. I did that one time, and it was. I don't think I can. I said to myself at the time, I don't think I'll ever be able to enjoy sushi again because this is as good as it gets. This is as
Yes.
good as it gets. And but the one time I did it, and I had to save a lot, some money to do it because it's kind of an expensive thing to do if you go to like a nice place to do it.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I I'm glad I did it, and I've done it once, and it was it was amazing.
Awesome. I know the feeling. Same here. That's why I asked. Uh, we went there, me and my brother, because we both love it.
Nice.
And we met this very lovely elderly couple. They were very nice, and they were the customers. They weren't the servers. That would have been cool, but they weren't. And so that was actually. I know what you mean when you think like, you're like, my goodness, this is the best I've ever tasted. Was it gonna spoil me?
Right. Yeah. You think, oh, I'll never. I mean, of course, since then I've had sushi, but I'll always remember that experience.
Yes, you can't forget the experience. On top of the sushi, it's very what's what I'm looking for? Very close and personal with the chef. So it's a whole atmosphere. It's a whole experience. It's just like experiencing it with everybody. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, gotta save up for that stuff.
Yeah, save your pennies.
Save your pennies. And if you have great fig blankets, sell the blankets. Screw you, fig.
Sell them. Get rid of them. You don't need them. There's too much of that.
Okay, I think I'll ask one more question, and then we can move on to the improv corner if you're good with that.
Sweet.
Okay, the last one is any advice you give to like just a brand new starting out VTuber? Any just
brand new starting out VTuber. As I see a lot of and I know that I was nervous in the beginning too about introducing myself to people and talking to other VTubers. I would say my biggest advice is don't be too self-conscious about whether or not you've got like the best rig or the best audio or the best model. I'd say, or first think of it this way: like, go introduce yourself to people, say hi, I'm new. Try to set up collabs with people, or even if the worst that can happen is they don't respond or they say no, thank you, or
That's true.
But I'd say try not to be too timid. It's the internet. Sometimes people can be mean, but my experience has been that there's always an ignore, there's always a block button. And I've never had it where I've like reached out to someone and said, "Hey, you want to collab?" And they've been like, "You smell like poop and you look like a horse face. I don't want to collab with you." Like, it's always like, nah, it's either, if it's on the negative, it's always like, "I'm really busy right now," or "I don't have time in my schedule."
Yes,
Usually that's
yes.
So just I would say get yourself out there. Put yourself out there and think of it as, if you say something embarrassing or you do something that you feel embarrassed about, nobody else is thinking about it.
There you go, folks. So just take a chance,
People's attention spans are so short usually. They don't worry about it.
It's
And you're more
true.
likely to make good friends. I've already made several people VTubers I consider friends, and I've only been doing this for a couple months. So.
Way to go, Luna.
Yeah,
folks.
so do it.
And thank you, the Chia God, for subscribing. You did grow on me on my television. Let's see here. Sumio says, design is important for VTubers, but personality should always be the true seller. True that. With it, someone
right.
Amen, Sumio.
You can always whip up, money can buy you a fancier design, but it can't buy you a better personality.
Yeah. I mean, just look at me. I look like a toddler putting me together.
But that's part of your charm.
Yes, that is. Actually, the truth is, it is kind of like a childhood thing, because I don't know if I told you or I told someone. I think I told Maury. But my design is based off of a drawing I did as a child when I thought about how to draw humans. So.
Oh, really? That's
yes.
Cute. Yeah, I think of, you give off a Lincoln Log sort of vibe, like a Tiddlywinks and Lincoln Log man sort of thing, which I think is very, very charming.
Thank you. Wow, charming. That's definitely the last word I would consider myself. I would see it as like, whoa, this guy looks weird, or but at least fun. That's what I was going for. At least unique and fun.
Yes, I like it.
Okay, let's see here. Turley Tuft, a better interviewer than Domo. Oh, now, well, we don't. You all flatter the GEEP, but Domo's name is easier to pronounce, right? You can call me GEEP, so Domo's got the pronunciation down. Let's see here. And the Chia God says Erector set build. I don't get that reference. I apologize.
Oh, wait, Erector set is a type of, it's sort of like it's like fancy Lincoln Logs.
Oh, okay. And
they're made of metal rather than, or like cheap aluminum rather than like wood.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, Fig says, yeah, I think my first time reach out for cola got completely ignored. Oh, that'll happen. Ren Pona says metal. Okay, very good. Luna, you don't have any questions for me, right? I just want to throw that out there. No. right?
Well, question-wise, there is one thing that I've been that sort of caught my attention and has been on my mind for a while, and I don't really have a question around it. I just want to comment on the fact that I think it's really impressive that your cigar is going through your tooth rather than between it than your teeth. You have a very like you have. I'm trying to figure out the biology of that, and that's just been on my mind. That's all.
Oh,
It's not a
excellent.
it's not a critique. I just think it's an interesting design.
No, no, I get it. That's the point, right? The kid drawing doesn't know how to. You draw the mouth first, and you're like, oh, I want a cigar. Let me just draw a cigar on and just stick it in there.
That's
So
true. That's true. That's true.
I had to stay true to my childhood roots.
I do have one. Oh, I do have a question. Do you have
Oh,
any plans in the future to do like VTubers, like stand-up comedy or like dance videos? Like
ooh.
I obviously that will depend on the abilities of your VTuber guest, but it would be cool to have like, like a dance scene or something.
Oh no, certainly that would be awesome. No, I actually have no plans in the future for such things. As of right now, my equipment is just the bare minimum of what I can have to run things. But I always would like to think of new things in the future. Right now, my big ambition, since I'm just starting out for this entire year, is to get 52 unique guests to fill out a year. That's
Um,
what I'm just
oh,
trying for at the best right now with what I have.
excellent, excellent. That is a good goal.
Oh, okay.